Hoy estamos en unos vídeos de Fortnite, digo, de Watch Dogs. Y bueno, pues mi amigo aquí me va a ayudar a hacer la misión. No tengo ni idea.
A ver, joder, anda que no puedo, no te cuesta nada cambiarle el título, al directo. Pero bueno. A ver. A ver, es aquí, ¿no?
¿Cómo entro ahí?
¿Cómo trae? Ah, tienes que... L1, L1. Al objeto ese que te marca, L1.
L1, este.
Sí.
¿Atraer o piratear?
Piratear.
Vale, ya está. ¿Ahora qué? Fran,
Ahora, dale, a ver, gira, no, gira. Cuando ves una cámara de seguridad, dale a la X. Ahí. Ahí. No. L1, no, eso no, esa, piratear, L1, dale.
ya le he dado.
Vale, y vuelve a darle a L1. No, ahí no, para atrás no, para adelante. Ahí. Que aparece. Y ahora dale al dron y dale a L1 y triángulo. Al dron de abajo. Ese, L1 y triángulo, lo pone ahí, ya está. Y ahora lo controla y tienes que... A ver.
¿Qué tengo?
A ver. Continúa hacia la marca dorada, pero sube, David,
¿Cómo
sube.
sube? ¿Cómo subo?
L, prueba un L. Joder. R2, subes con R2. R2.
El directo te va
Vale, ahora
atrasado.
tiene que ir ahí y darle, te lo pone ahí. Vale, y le tienes que dar lo que pone ahí. Lo que pone ahí.
Flashazo.
No, a la izquierda.
¿Qué dices?
Ciego.
Tonto, ¿qué quieres que haga?
Joder, pulsa la flechita para abajo y X para hacerle una foto a cómo se hacen los drones. Eso. Madre mía, David, pero es que está medio ciego. A ver.
¿Le voy a hackear a esto?
Sí, dale a hackear.
Ah, ¿cómo me quito lo de la cámara ya?
Pues dale al mismo botón, a la flechita para abajo.
Fuck you.
Pero cuidado que no te maten, que se han dado cuenta de tu presencia.
That's it. Use the code on the generator and I can trigger a power surge.
There should be enough to take King's Cross offline, and the rail system too. Here we go.
¿Qué te parece?
Vale, así. Bueno, menuda paliza. Me muero.
¿Qué hago ahora?
Pues yo qué sé, espérate que...
Convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give
equipo.
the people a reason to rise up.
Este odia a DC, pues entonces...
The more we'll get allies flocking to the cause.
Mira, como... quiero echarlo,
Here for them.
Deja reclutamiento, deja... Vete a la porra, chaval.
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of
Entonces termina eso, te dan un agente nuevo y ya está. Entonces yo te puedo meter al online.
Recompensa esto, ¿no? Reclutes expertos.
Sí.
Ya lo he hecho, ¿verdad? Sí, ya lo he hecho todo. Reclutada, una tía. Misión
Pues a mí me ha
iniciada.
salido otra señora diferente.
Ah, que tengo otra misión.
No, vale. Ahora vamos a salir al menú principal.
Es que
Esa
le doy
misión
mi...
no la haga.
Vale,
Que
vale.
esa no la haga. Salir al menú principal. Y ahora sí. Ahora sí que sí, o sí o sí.
¡Vámonos, chavales! ¡A jugar online, chavales! ¡Woohoo! Comprar en línea.
Ah, hola Iván, bienvenido. A ver, sí, sí, esta tarde pues claro que juego. A ver,
Te invito yo ahora sí, cuando me cargue.
vale. Pero no. Nah, pero es un muy buen juego. La verdad es que yo le doy un 9,75 de 10.
Yo un día.
¿Sabes? O sea, está súper bien, aunque tiene sus fallos, claro. Ningún juego es perfecto, ninguno. Pero bueno, supongo que todo el mundo lo sabrá. Dejo esto aquí.
Ahora
Y
hackeamos y todo. Hacemos lo que queramos, vamos.
Sí, ahora yo qué sé. A ver. Hombre, por fin vamos a poder jugar al online.
Como ahora no sea, supongo que sí. ¿Estás seguro 100% de que sí, no?
Yo creo que sí. Hemos hecho el tutorial y la otra misión. Entonces yo creo que sí. Yo creo que sí. Yo que digo.
Social, 10 en línea.
I think.
Completa la misión Nueva Resistencia. Pues no, Fran.
Sí. Fíjate, yo que sí.
Que no, que ya lo acabo de ver.
Joder, deja, anda. No, es que no le tienes que dar a modo de... No le tienes que dar... No te metas en la campaña. Es que completa nueva resistencia, eso es para... Eso es después. Es social. Entonces yo te invito... Si me sale...
Ah, que social no es.
Es social. Pero no es el otro de completa misión resistente. ¿Me han puesto un comentario?
Completa la misión Nueva Resistencia antes de unirte a otros jugadores. ¿Cuál es la mierda de... Vale, me voy a campaña porque tengo que hacerlo así.
Ya he vuelto.
Me he ido a campaña. No me deja unirte, tengo que hacer la misión de Nueva Resistencia. ¿Qué has hecho tú?
Pues no sé, yo me meto, le doy a social.
No, ¿qué has hecho tú en campaña? ¿Has reclutado a gente?
Pues las mismas misiones que tú. Yo he reclutado unas cuantas personas.
Mira mi directo, vete a mi directo un momento. y Fran, mira mi directo. ¿Viste a mi directo?
A ver.
A ver cuando avance el todo. Listo, perfecto, mira mi directo.
Vale.
Thanks for the
Bueno,
information.
me tengo que ir.
Want to help us? Hold on.
Quick, Albion is about to
¿En
blow up
serio?
London Bridge.
Sure they are.
Well, not yet.
Sí.
Vaya F.
Bueno, gente, voy dejando por aquí el directo. Espero que os haya gustado. Darle like, suscribiros. Adiós. Bueno, adiós.
Adiós.
Por la tarde. Hola.
¿Qué?
¿Por la tarde juega o no?
Hombre, sí.
Vale.
Oh, no worry, yes. No time. It's cool. No need to get worked up.
That's not good. Oh no!
Have you gone mad?
That really hurt!
You look about as sick of this shit as I am.
Funny. I was about to say the same thing. I'm looking for someone who can get to difficult places. Is that you?
Depends on the place. Why?
Got a set of coordinates for you. I'll tell you more when you recover the files there, right? Speak to no one. You better back away. You better stop this. You little tosser.
Vaya.
Don't worry about it, mate. Seriously, has everything gone mad?
rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Yum yum.
Hello, Bugs. This is the Bug. I'm Andy. This is Alice, and today we're going to be pretending that everything is fine. Yeah, and back. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? That was a little I could manage. It's a second and a half. A reality time now, however. And, well, finally, today, we're going to road test the latest update to the USA app. Of snitching on people you don't like. Back to the very heart of public life, the school playground. I'm going to tell a new threat. It's got a whole new lease of life these days, thanks to CISA. And isn't Britain all the more fun because of it? No more grumbling about your neighbours playing their music too loud. Just simply report them to the state and have them, shall we say, involuntarily rehoused at Hotel Cass, the chain of hotels that was formerly known as the prison service. What was the slogan? Is it, if you see something, say something? Or if you think you might at some point see something, say something? Or if you haven't seen anything but don't like someone, say something anyway. Well, let's have a look at this new app, Alice. I'm sure you've got it on your phone. I mean, at first glance, well, the interface is lovely. It's so neatly designed. A simple button to snitch on someone. That's so much better than non-government informer apps like Stool-Easy, Canary, or Narc Shark. I mean, look, I just need to geocache where the person I'm ratting on currently is. Let's call her, for the sake of argument, Alice.
Sorry, Andy, I was busy reporting you to the authorities for rolling your eyes when passing a Nigel Cass propaganda poster.
Could you not let me report you first, please? Let's have some decorum about this. I'll just take a couple of photos. I can get a drone to pick you out of a crowd at your next riot, or trip to the shops, or walk in the woods. And you can input your accusations with the app. Well, let's go old school. Let's call the phone line. Let's call the phone line. Here's the number, listeners, in case you want to dob someone in, as long as it's not me. 00442073832. And don't forget to get the permission of the person who pays your bills before you call that number.
Hey, I'd like to report my co-host Andrew, who runs an underground satirical anti-government comedy show, for running and co-hosting an underground satirical anti-government comedy show. Also, he does terrible puns.
Well, excuse me, I have a suspect for you. That is my co-host, Alice. I have some evidence for you. She tutted audibly at the sight of an Albion vehicle in the street yesterday. She says she prefers pigeons to bloom drones. I mean, come on, seriously, when did a drone have a crap on your picnic? And what's more, and look, I've no idea if this is true or not, but I have it on very good authority, so please write this down, that she owns not one, but two unlicensed fallopian tubes, whatever they are. But they sound dodgy.
If I had a crypto for every time someone had reported my fallopian tubes, I'd have 3. Sure, I think it converts to about 120,000 Great British pounds in the old money.
We'll report back in the next episode about whether or not we've been arrested and interned. I mean, I love this system, Alice. I mean, no more awkward, rumbling resentments with your neighbours, your colleagues, or what the heck, in for a penny with family. You just dock them in and be done with it. But it could backfire. I mean, the thing is with a family, inevitably parents and their children, they end up squabbling, and, today's Britain, your kids are going to dob you in, so you might as well get in there first and preemptively counter-dob them in to the authorities. What's that number again? Let's call them up again. Hey, I've got someone else. It's my son. Let's call him Norris. He never tidies his bedroom. He gets up late. He listens to illegal, non-government sanctioned music and is covertly plotting the downfall of the government and the restoration of a true democracy. Thank you.
Yeah, just define all your household chores as patriotic. And if they fail to do them, dob them in.
Problem solved.
If you don't do the washing up, do you even want a clean British ethnostat?
This is the Bug on the Buccaneer. Well, before we go today, Alice, let's delve into what we most miss about the old days. I'm going to kick off with the flag. I never thought I'd miss the old Union Jack, but somehow our new flag manages to be even more irritating than that. I don't know quite what it is, if it's the new colour scheme, or if it's just that it symbolises the loss of everything we once held dear. But that flag irritates the hell out of me.
Was everything you ever held dear Scotland?
Well, that was something I held quite dear.
I miss being able to dodge my friends' destination weddings in Italy. There's nothing worse than being asked to spend the equivalent of a motorbike on some sort of boat-based fast in Sorrento. And I always used to really enjoy saying, oh no, I can't afford it. Now they're all getting married and
Fine, whatever. I'll go.
Your sandcastle.
Ben!
Castle, that's not a beach.
Tell you what I'm a free will, that was fun, remember that? I mean,
You fucking asshole!
I'm a cat, particularly coins. I really miss coins. The fun of doing a football carrying that's the sign of a silly one, that is. gone out of.
Auto drive now enabled. I miss romance, Andy. I miss there being mystery in life and not just a hope that your new partner isn't good enough at hacking to find out all the information the government has on you. Auto drive now disabled.
Bye for now, bug fans. Keep feeding the kitten of resistance, and one day it will grow into a Tyrannosaurus Rex that will use the Cass family as toothpicks, metaphorically, of course.
Rents and housing prices have risen steeply, and the ranks of the homeless grows daily. Many argue that housing reform drags because MPs are often landlords themselves. Join us tonight at GBB to learn the facts.
This is the bug. Hello, resistors. It's bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once-free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also posted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times. It's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went. Probably like a footballer. In the old days, I've been able to stories to the fact that Arab has been catch up by Barcelona. Record low. Although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts. Alice, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
Well, what is the set rate? Is it 99.95 cryptos bargain? Seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway, Albion, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this. Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up. Hello, you're through to number 10 Downing Street. Hello, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade. Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Yes, of course. There's a shady cabal of vested interests who control him and prop him up in power. Great, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, and you remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming round to your house to beat the shit out of you?
Oh, happy times.
You're listening to The Bug.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become, Alice? When you look at the state of our politics, we're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never works out like it does in the stories. Wolves are bad parents, unless you're a wolf, in which case they can do a job bringing you up. Do not give your children to wolves. And do we actually own anything as a country now? Is there anything we haven't flogged off for profit? Oh, I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some quackish lunatics insist it actually works better that way. It's total bullshit. Is there anything left? New on The Bug this week, a new feature, the Bug Off feature. The person who has most irritated us in Britain this week, we're going to tell to bug off, and to get things going, I'm going to nominate Big Nigel Cass. Look, this is Britain. History tells us this place is a bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army. I guess historically there is a precedent, the East India Company. That was a trading house with an army of 250,000 soldiers. This is a lot of companies. But crucially,
Control, we're in pursuit. Over.
the checkpoint.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, right.
Unbelievable!
You're not listening to me. Okay.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
Back up! I need backup!
Vale, lo único que nos queda es esto.
Check their last known position.
Control, we are still on the suspect. Over. Right, close this fucker down.
It's been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's
Control, we're heading back. Over.
And it's become the main point
Call the feds, we got a problem! Bruv, what the fuck?
Don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
Control, I'm ready to immobilize the target.
Need assistance?
That they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. And CTOS can take control of your car if you're parked incorrectly. It's no surprise that it was made mandatory to have a self-driving car.
The system is so bad, though. It's so annoying. Whenever I try to use one of the shareable self-driving cars, I always find myself stuck in traffic jams or roadblocks. Not to mention accidents. I've heard so many stories of cars shunting into the back of others. I think they're worse than human drivers sometimes.
The technology was meant to make things better, but Bloom has made it so bad that it just makes London even more chaotic than it was before. I'm giving up on the cars. I'm only using the bikes, which are not self-driving, at the moment at least. And don't even get me started on the data. Everything that Bloom sees from your movements around the city and the self-driving cars is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and privacy again. You're a broken record.
Not as broken as our city's cars.
You're listening to The Bug.
May cause nausea, vomiting and headaches. Hello Britain, this is The Bug, the show that holds up a mirror to the world and smashes itself in the head with it in despair. I'm Andy, joining me, as always, Alice, and...
I deny everything.
Good state of existence.
Received. Returning to HQ. Over.